Hey there, this is Sarah Elena. Welcome to the channel, and I hope that this video is going to be very educational for you because we're going to talk about what Costa Rica addresses, how to navigate around, all that good stuff. If you are new to this channel, I help people move to Costa Rica. You can find lots of information on the whole rest of this channel, lots of good free stuff. Professionally, what I do is, we have one-to-one services helping people with their actual, relocation, before, during, and after. We help with scouting trips. We have in-person retreats, which are super amazing experiences. Those are like my favorite weeks out of the year to go do something. So we have one coming up, so definitely check it out on my website. And we got a podcast. Love doing the podcast. It's just another way to, listen to information about Costa Rica. And I do it with another, partner of mine, Heido, amazing human, and we have a lot of fun on it. So you can find the links, all of that stuff down below. And also down below, there's a link to book a call with me. But I will please say, if you are not really sure about Costa Rica, if you're kind of kicking the tire around, that's not the time to set a call with me. The best time to set up a call with me is when you are ready to take action. So that means you're ready to plan your move. Even if you're 2 years out, if you're ready to plan your move, no worries. Or if you're ready to plan a scouting trip, that's when it's time to get in touch with us. We can, of course, go through some questions that you have, and then really explore what it would be like for the next steps forward. Alrighty, so we're going to get into the content about addresses because I know this can be confusing for people. Like I said, I deal with people every day. We just talked about this topic in one of my group meetings just the other day, and they were like, well, how do you get around? I looked at my address in my Airbnb and it was, 200 meters east of the Bank of Costa Rica, gray 2-story building with the black gate, like that's really how it is here. I did hear that San Jose is changing to actual like addresses. But here, I'm just going to tell you some tricks on how I navigate life here without, real addresses and just some things that you can do too. Because I know that kind of mind boggles people and they're like, well, how do you do it? So here we have my phone. So we're not doing the iPad today. If you guys have been following me around for a while, I do like a lot of iPad things or a lot of teaching that way. So now we're going to use the phone and we're going to have the map here. Okay, so let's say, for example, I need to go to, one place I would go is the podcast studio, right, to film. So what I would do is I open up, and I actually can see a lot of places that I've been. Here we go, right there. So I just put in the name of where I want to go. It's called La Resortera Audio and Podcast. I click it. And I use Waze a lot, actually, for longer distances. But as you can see, rather than me putting in an address to get to the studio, I'm just putting in the name of the studio. That's it. And then it'll give me my directions. And I use Waze. We're going to open up Waze, too, because I highly recommend using Waze for longer trips. I'll use Google Maps maybe to find something specific. Or, let's say, again, so after, actually, the last podcast filming that we did after, I wanted to go to Alice, which was in Escazú, and then I went over to Pequeño Mundo. They have some other history, but so I just typed in Alice, Escazú, and it took me there. So that's the one I went to. So that's all I really do. And again, we can use this on Waze. I'll show you what that would look like on Waze. Sometimes I'll even compare, like who's giving me the better route, but usually it is Waze. So you can see PriceSmart, Santa Ana. Rather than putting in an address, I put in PriceSmart. And then the options will come up, and maybe I'll pick the Santa Ana one, or I can see which one's closest to me. Same with the Alice. You can see I wanted to go to EPA, but I decided not to. Dropped off my car at Margarita's guest house one time. Went to Andres, my lawyer's office. So you just put in the names of where you're going. That's how I do it. So that's how you're going to do it. You can even set your home. You can set your, work if you're commuting to work and you live here, maybe somewhere. And so really I use Google Maps and Waze. Now, let's say if I'm going to describe to someone how to get to my house. Okay, so here's a chat between me and one of my employees, Augustina. Let's say I'm at someone's home and I want her to meet me at that home. What I might do is first, let's say I'm already there. I might just click WhatsApp, location, share, live location. So I can go ahead and send my current location and send that to her. She's probably going to be confused right now. I'll just tell her doing this for a video. Just ignore this text. Okay, so like I could send her that particular location. Okay, now let's say I want to show something on, let's say I want her to meet me somewhere and I'm not there yet, and we're going to somewhere in Atenas, let's pretend. Let's say we're going to Atenas. Let's say I'm going to this house here. I don't know, this is just, I have no idea whose house this is. Let's say we're going to this house. What I might do is I'm in Google Maps. I'm going to share, copy link. I'm going to come over to our chat, and I'm going to paste. And then she can meet me there at that location. It even has the coordinates and everything. Now, let's see how that looks over in Waze. So Waze, oops. Let's say I want to, oh, I'm turned around. Okay, let's say we want to go somewhere up in La Fortuna. And I like Google Maps a little bit better because I can see things better. I don't know. Let's say we're going to meet somewhere on the street in La Fortuna. See, I'm not that good at sending locations on here. Send, copy link, and then I can paste it. And then it will get sent to her. Driving directions. Boom. Now we can both meet at that exact location. So that's kind of what I do. Let's say if you want someone to know where you are, figure out where they are, you can send your location on WhatsApp. If you don't know how to use WhatsApp, I highly suggest downloading it and figuring that out. Using Google Maps, using Waze. Like that's how we kind of get around without addresses here. You just either look up the name of the place in Google Maps or Waze, or have someone, let's say if you want to go to someone's house, they will just send you their location on WhatsApp. And a lot of times, actually, you can decide how you want to open it. So you can click Maps, Google Maps, or Waze. And that's it. I hope this was helpful. Let me get rid of this. But yeah, so this is how I do it. Just wanted to give you guys some little bit of insight. Maybe it can help you with your move here and navigating how to, do things and navigate here in the country. All right, well, thanks again for tuning in. All the links to everything that I mentioned in the beginning of the video, the one-on-one services, the retreats, the link to book a call if you're actually ready to get started on things is down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks again.